Sweet. All right. Hello, greetings, and welcome, everyone. Welcome to where the magic happens. This is where I record the audio for my videos. I am currently standing in my closet, and if you're wondering why I was prompted to do such things, stand in my closet and show my face, is my wife said that I should put my face in my videos more often. So here's my face. My wife watches the videos, so shout out to you, my love. Rock of my life and all that jazz. I don't want to get too sappy, but anyway, today I'll do a quick news update. Since I have missed quite a few things in the past couple of weeks, I'll go over those things that I've missed about Aptera specifically, go over my opinions on these things. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're going today. So basically a quick overview. We got funding, wiring, and accelerator programs. Oh my. And yeah, as soon as I said that was, I regretted that immediately. Yeah, sorry guys, sorry about that. At any rate, I'll go ahead and discuss the videos that I like this week as well, because yeah, those are pretty nifty. One really big one that I'm excited to talk about. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in. To get started today, Steve Fambro made another trip to the UAE to talk more details about funding the remaining bits that Aptera needs to get to production. They were requested to come back as opposed to Steve or Chris asking to give a presentation there, which is probably a good sign. It probably means that you've either made the sale or you're about to make the sale, at least if my couple of years of customer service representative or financial advisor stuff is to be believed. At any rate, on that note, the accelerator program is chugging along swimmingly, but probably not quite as swimmingly as many would have hoped, in that they will fall short of that $20 million-ish figure by the goal they set for themselves, which was March 23rd or something like that. This fact was probably what prompted Aptera to announce that they will extend the program until they have filled their entire 2,000 slots for that accelerator program. Another factor may have been that they wanted to alleviate the potential bidding war that was about to happen towards the end of the program and make those with cold feet a little more into the idea of investing the 10K. In my opinion, it makes it a little bit more fair, albeit a bit less interesting, if I'm, being totally honest. It also almost guarantees that the number one slot will be unchanged, but we'll see how that goes. The wiring harness for the Aptera was talked about, and boy was it an interesting presentation. As someone who studied electrical engineering in college, I found myself wanting a lot more out of the presentation personally, like loads and power ratings and things like that, but I do realize that would have made the collective eyes of the internet glaze over with boredom, so the presentation as it was fine. As far as the details discussed, one thing that I picked up on, and that Aptera Owners Club also picked up on, was that they spoke a lot about the low voltage architecture while showing a picture of what appeared to be the low voltage and the high voltage system, which, as you could imagine, caused a bit of confusion in the Facebook groups that I frequent with regards to Aptera. Most of that confusion seemed to stem from how people planned on using the vehicle and how their plans were quote-unquote ruined because of how they decided to explain the wiring system. Not because of how the wiring system actually seemed to function based on the drawing, it just seemed that people they didn't get it, at least in the Facebook groups that I was a part of. They also mentioned LIN versus CAN bus and how they leverage LIN bus for a lot of the systems that the LIN bus is good for. They still seem to have CAN bus architecture, or so I assume, because of how impractical LIN bus would be for some of the systems they showed in the diagram. It's just very minimal to reduce cost and to lean into their point-to-point architecture using what they call POUCs, point-of-use controllers, which I believe is the general term for that, but yeah. They're using those between the wires to make wiring less complicated, essentially. That's the big stuff, but I wanted to point you in the direction of some of the channels that I found this week and some channels that I've known for a long time that have mentioned Aptera. More seem to be popping up every day, and I have made it a point to now talk about some of the ones that I like, so here we go. The first video I like, and this will come as no surprise to people who have watched my other Aptera videos, is a Drive the Lightning video about Chris visiting the UAE and people's thoughts about it and what it could mean for the company. I encourage you to check the video out, and as well as their channel if you haven't already. A link to the video The videos I reference, by the way, will all be below in the description. Another video I liked a lot this week was a video from a channel that I very recently discovered called Tailosive EV. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I'm going to say Tailosive for the time being until I find out it is not pronounced that way. Anyway, I discovered this channel, funny enough, through his Twitter page and instantly fell in love with the channel itself. His skits are all fantastic so far. I've only watched 2 of them, but I loved both, and I have yet to go through any of them without a pretty hefty chuckle. Like, he's really good at what he does. At any rate, the video in question was his most recent take on how the cheaper Aptera may be a sort of sleeper market domination product. Like, he basically talked about how the cheapest Aptera model would be groundbreaking in a lot of different ways. Yeah, man, that was a really fun video to listen to, and yeah, guys, keep doing what you're doing out there in the YouTubeverse. Yeah, another thing that I liked this week was a video from Zach at Jerryrigeverything. He got the opportunity to actually drive the Aptera on a track and like give his feedback, which, by the way, spoiler alert, he liked it. Yeah, so yeah, just check those videos out. Check out the channels that I mentioned if you don't already know about said channels or have checked them out. That will about do it for the things that I like this week, as well as this video. So thank you guys all for watching. Have you guys seen any interesting or fun YouTube channels about Aptera or electric cars in general? Drop a comment below and let me know. Also, apparently, there are a lot of comments that are being deleted from my comments section before I can view them. If you are in that number, I apologize and I'm trying to sort it out. All I ask is that you have a bit of patience for me while I do so, and hopefully we'll be able to get that stuff together. Please subscribe and please subscribe and ring the bell if you like the video, and I'll catch you guys next time.